Hello guys and welcome here to the GCN Season 7 schedule release show. I'm Brian James here with you. Of course, today we're going to reveal the schedules for the Lyft National, the Hitachi Truck Series, and the Jello Cup Series. So let's get going, but before we show you the schedules, we got a little bit to get through here. As always, we want to thank you all for watching and for signing up. Be sure to stay connected with our social media sites here. And of course, it's not required, but highly suggested, as they contain rules for the series and race premiere info. Of course, if you tuned in last season, we had about every month we had a calendar release which told you when those races will be up and when the premiere, what days and what times the premieres will be. So with that, here is the series breakdown. The Jello Cup Series is first up on that list. Of course, it is a 45-car roster this season. There's 36 races with a 10-race playoff. There are 4 double points races. They will all be in the regular season. And then over to the Lyft National Series, you've got a 38-car roster, 33 race schedule with a 7-race playoff, and then there are going to be 3 double points races. The Truck Series, a 36 truck roster. It's up 2 races, by the way. It's 25 races with a 7-race playoff, and we've also increased the playoff grid, so it is up to 12 from 10 last season. And then, of course, there will be 2 double points races. Again, all double points races for all 3 series will be in the regular season. And new this season, all races will be 20% of the normal race length instead of the 15%. So the Daytona 500, instead of the 30-lap race, it'll be a 40-lap race. Just for example. So, of course, that is 20% of the Daytona 500 that is run in February every year. So again, this is due to the addition of the Pierce ARCA series and Pierce ARCA West, Pierce ARCA East. So that is why we have upped the lengths for these 3 series. So sorry, you're going to have to hear my voice for a few extra laps. So we want to put out a few reminders, by the way. For all rules and regulations, check out our website. Join our Discord so you know when these races will occur. And I want to sweeten the deal. Of course, every season we sometimes offer reserved rides for series, so you will want to go over there and sign up for the Discord. I'm going to try to update the link. I know the one link I posted is outdated. So here we go. Let's, of course, get to the Jello Cup Series. So for those who are new to the series, we're only going to have 40 cars in each race. That means because we have a 45-car roster, some guys may fail to make the field for a race. Of course, but as far as whether you will be in the top 33 or not, we want to tell you it is determined by 3 tiers. So Tier 1 is the Season 6 playoff teams. Now, that goes on owners' points. So the drivers who made it last year are not locked in necessarily. Tier 2 is 2+ wins that miss the playoffs or the highest in the owner points in Season 6. That makes up positions 17 through 20, technically 16 through 20, because we did lose one of our playoff teams. They did not return for the upcoming season. Then Tier 3, a random draw. So if you are not locked in on Tier 1 or Tier 2, and you didn't get locked in on Tier 3, blame random.org, don't blame me. But the reason we did this is to add a little bit of randomness to the series. And don't worry, because it is not for the entire season that you will have to qualify on time. It is only for the first 5 races. So after race 5, this season's top 33 in owner points will take effect, as it's shown right there. Then, of course, you have your 1-race contract drivers. They will all have to qualify on time for the Daytona 500. And then, of course, there is no past champions provisional for one race contract drivers. Of course, no past champions have returned. So, none of those have returned in a one race contract capacity, I should say. So there's no need to worry about that bullet. And then, of course, the past champions provisional rules for full-time drivers is found on our website under rules and regulations. Let's take a look at that top 33. I'll give you a second so that way you can see whether your team will be locked in for the first 5 races or not. Again, if your team is not in it, please blame random.org for the reason why, not me. Alright, let's move forward here. The Corona Clash. Of course, it'll be on the Daytona Road Course. It will premiere this Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. It'll consist of pole sitters from Season 6, any past champions, and any past Daytona winners. The starting lineup will be drawn randomly. I have drawn it already. Of course, I've recorded through most of Speed Weeks thus far, but the starting lineup is not going to be shared today. You will have to tune in on Monday or Sunday to find out where you start. So with that, here is the Speed Week schedule. Of course, you note the Facebook Watch on there. That is only for practices. Again, I stress this greatly. You do not need a Facebook account to watch our videos. So if you're sitting there and you are panicking, saying, why is this race on Facebook? I can't get it on Facebook. I don't have an account. You don't need an account to watch. I will try my best to post the links to these videos in our Discord if you are in there, so that way you can watch them if you are interested in practice. Another thing you notice is usually at the bottom part. So the Nextera 250, the Lyft National Race, and the Jello Cup Daytona 500. Usually those are simulcasted on YouTube and Facebook Watch. This season we will not be simulcasting races. I don't feel it's necessary anymore. I feel like, we get most of our views on YouTube anyway. So we're just not going to do that this time around. With that, let's take a look at the Hitachi truck season number 2 schedule. So here we go. Of course, we open the season at Daytona. That is a given. We will then go to Homestead, South Boston, a new track on the schedule. We will then go to Richmond, Dover. Oh, and by the way, we will be going to Bristol Dirt for race number 6. Race number 7 at Sonoma, the first road course of the season. We will then go to Auto Club, so a West Coast swing here. As we go to Phoenix after that. Race 10, we will go to Las Vegas. That should, I believe, be the final race on the West Coast swing. Because after that, race 11, A and B are at Eldora. Again, for those who are new to the series, 11A, 11B. So in race 11A, so the field is going to be split in half. The first 18, or top 18 in the points will be in race A. The bottom 18 in the points will be in race B, and we will also have one race contract drivers scattered in the field for that. So again, you will, and any win will be counted toward the playoffs. So that's just another thing I want to make clear. So if you win, you are eligible for the playoffs regardless of what race you are in. Race 12 will be at Atlanta, 13 at Lucas Oil, number 14 will be at Zen Joltis, our second super speedway of the season. Race 15 at Pocono. Then you got race 16 at Canadian Tire. Race 17 at Darlington. And then the final race of the regular season will take place at Rockingham. And of course, Daytona and Rockingham will be your double points races. So let's move on to the playoffs. Here we go. The round of 12 will begin at Walt Disney World So Walt Disney will open up the playoffs. We will then go to the normal Bristol track, not the dirt track. And then we'll wrap up the round of 12 at Gateway. For the round of 8, we're going to head off to Talladega, Watkins Glen, and Martinsville. Watkins Glen will, of course, be the final road course of the season of 3. And then the Championship 4 will take place, much like last season, at Ricky Raceway for race number 25. The Lyft National Series for season number 2. First race will be at Daytona, of course. We will then go to Homestead. Race 3 will be at Richmond. Race 4 will be at Coda. That'll be our first road course of the season. Race 5 at Dover. Race 6 at Talladega. Race 7 at Mid-Ohio, our second road course of the season. 2 road courses early. Race 8 will be at Iowa. Race 9 at Auto Club. Race 10 at Phoenix, so the opening of our West Coast swing. And of course, Phoenix will be a double header. So race number 1 at Phoenix, the starting lap will be determined. Race number 2 at Phoenix the next day, the top 18 will invert. So whoever finished 18th in the race will start in first. Whoever finished first in the first race will start 18th in the second race. And then positions, the top 19 will invert. So whoever finished 19th will start first. Whoever finished first will start 19th, and so on. And then 20th through 38th will remain the same. Las Vegas is then the next race. Then we go to Charlotte for race 13. Race 14 will be at Darlington. Race 15 will be at Daytona. Then we go to Michigan, Atlanta, the Indianapolis Road Course, and much like the Hitachi Truck Series, the top 19 will be in race A, the bottom 19 will be in race B, and both wins are for the playoffs. And of course, we may add some one-race contract rides, so you will want to stay tuned for that. Race 19 will stay in Indiana as we go to Lucas Oil. We will then go to Pocono for race 20. 21 will be at North Wilkesboro. 22 at Memphis. 23 at Darlington. A second Darlington date has been added. 24 will be at Rockingham. 25 at Road America. And then the final regular season race will take place at Bristol. So as of right now, Daytona, I'll say Darlington 1 and Bristol will be the double points races. So 1:14:26 will be the double points races this season. Lyft National Series playoffs. Let's get started with the round of 12. We'll open that up at Gateway. We will then go to Progressive. Of course, Progressive is a super speedway, fictional super speedway in Oklahoma. So another restrictor plate track added to the schedule. We will then go to the Charlotte Roval to wrap up the round of 12. For the round of 8, we open it up at Texas. Then we'll go to Watkins Glen and Martinsville. So that'll wrap up the round of 8. And then the Championship 4, much like last season, will be at Ricky Raceway. Now on to the moment you've been waiting for, the Jello Cup Series Season number 7 schedule. Well, let's get going. Of course, the Daytona 500 will open up the campaign. We will then go to Homestead. Martinsville will be race number 3. Richmond race 4. Circuit of the Americas is race 5, our first road course of the schedule. We then go to Dover. Talladega, race number 7, Nashville, race 8, Bristol Dirt. So for the first time in Jello Cup Series history, we will have a dirt race, and it will take place race number 9 at Bristol. Sonoma will be race number 10, Auto Club race 11, so the opening part of our West Coast swing. Race 12 at Phoenix, as well as race 13, so the top 20 will invert. Top 20 in the results from race 1 will invert for race number 2 to determine the starting lineup. So 20th place will start first, and so on, much like I described last time. And then 21st through 40th will be based on the finishing results. So knockout qualifying wise, if you need to know, if you don't qualify, if you DNQ for race 12, you will DNQ for race 13. Las Vegas is the next race after that. Then we go back to Charlotte. We'll then go to Darlington. Then to Daytona for race number 17. Michigan will host race 18. Then we got a double header at Atlanta. So, again, same rules apply as Phoenix. If you DNQ for race 19, you DNQ for race 20. After Atlanta, we will have our All-Star break, and that will take place at the Bermuda Triangle. So, just thought I'd point that out. It's not on this schedule, by the way, because it is a exhibition race. But that'll be a midweek race. Indianapolis will be race number 21. We will then go to Zenjoltis, Pocono, and that'll be our final doubleheader of the season. Yes, we have 3 this season. After that, we'll go to Canadian Tire, our 3rd and final road course in the regular season. And then we'll wrap up the season at Darlington for the Cookout Southern 500. So Daytona, Charlotte, Indianapolis, and Darlington. So 1, 15, 21, 26. Those will be your double points races for season number 7. Here comes the playoffs, guys. The round of 16. We'll open it up at Rockingham, much like we did last season. We will then go to Road America for road course race number 4. We'll wrap up the round of 16 at Bristol under the lights then. On to the round of 12. We open that up at Gateway. Then we go to Talladega and the Charlotte Roval to wrap up the round of 12. Round of 8. That'll take place opening at Texas. Then we'll go to Watkins Glen, then Martinsville. And then for the Championship 4, we'll head to Rickey Raceway. So that is your season number 7 schedule, as well as season 2 schedules for the Lyft National and Hitachi Truck Series. If you have any questions, please be sure to post them below. And again, be sure to join our Discord so that we get all the latest updates on when these races will premiere. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you for the upcoming season. Good luck to everyone who signed up, and thank you guys again for being a part of our GCN series. Until then, goodbye everyone.